Well, hello there, my young readers, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. The story in this episode is being presented to you by the Berenstain Bears. Now, if you're interested in reading it before it's read to you, what you have to do is pause the video before each page, and you'll get a notification by a bell or some type of noise that'll let you know the beginning of each page. Once you've paused it, you should be able to see all of the text for that page. Now, once you've done that, you can unpause and the story will be read to you. Okay, guys, if you're ready, go ahead, get your snacks, get your drinks, pause this video, run to the bathroom, come on back, sit down, relax, and stay tuned. The name of this story is called The Berenstain Bears Bedtime Battle by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Every morning, the members of the bear family woke with a smile. They patiently took turns with their morning wash-up. They got through breakfast without so much as a harsh word. Things also went well at lunch and dinner. But as the sun set and the moon rose, a change came over the big tree house down a sunny dirt road deep in bear country. The birds became alert in their nests. The ears of the squirrels perked up. Even the ladybugs decided not to fly away home. By 8 o'clock, all eyes were on the big tree house. Why? Because the great bedtime battle was about to begin. It began with a simple statement from Papa Bear.
"It's 8 o'clock, Cubs. Time for bed."
"Bedtime? Already?" said Brother Bear. "Gee, I'm just getting my Jurassic dinosaurs lined up to fight my Cretaceous dinosaurs."
"That's all very well,"
said Papa.
"but quite aside from the fact that they could never have fought because they lived millions of years apart, it happens to be bedtime."
"But nobody goes to bed at 8 o'clock anymore," protested Brother. "Besides, I'm older than Sister, so I should be allowed to stay up later." "That's not fair," said Sister. "It's not my fault that I'm younger than Brother."
"That's enough fussing," said Papa. 8 o'clock is bedtime, and it's 8 o'clock, so up to bed we go."
"Not just yet, dear," said Mama. "Not until they pick up all their toys." "But Mama," said Sister, "my stuffed animals are all set up for a tea party." "It's way past tea time," said Mama. "Everything must be picked up and put away. Stuffed animals, dinosaurs, everything." "Okay," said Brother with a sigh. And ever so slowly, Brother and Sister began to pick up their toys. "Don't look now," said Mama to Papa, "but at the rate they're going, we'll be down here for another hour."
Said Papa. "I see what you mean." "Hey, gang," he said, "let's have some fun. Let's see how fast we can pick up toys contest."
But the Cubs just kept on picking up toys ever so slowly. By the time Papa won the contest, he was exhausted.
"Okay," said Papa. "Now up to bed."
"Papa?" said Sister.
"Yes,"
said Papa. "Do you remember when we were little and you used to piggyback us upstairs on your back like a horsey?"
"Yes,"
said Papa.
But you're not so little anymore.
Please, Papa, please, cried Sister.
If I must,
groaned Papa. Hi-yo, Papa, shouted the Cubs as they rode upstairs on the back of Horsey Papa. Less noise, please, hushed Mama. I just got baby Honey to sleep.
All right, Cubs,
said Papa as he reached the top, huffing and puffing.
Off with your clothes and into the tub.
Last one is a dirty bird, shouted Brother as he and Sister ran down the hall throwing off their clothes. Tub toys, shouted the Cubs as Mama filled the tub. Not so many, she protested. But Brother has 5, cried Sister, and I only have 4.
Tub time isn't playtime,
said Papa.
Only one toy to a customer.
Bubble bath, cried Sister. Papa, said Mama with a sigh, you do the bubble bath while I'll get their bathrobes. Just read the instructions on the bottle. Mama went to the Cubs' room, laid out their pajamas, and got their bathrobes. But when she headed back to the bathroom, a strange sight greeted her eyes. Oh my goodness! Papa, what have you done? Cried Mama. The bathroom was filled with thousands and thousands of pink bubbles.
I just followed the instructions, he said. I poured in a cupful just as it says.
But if you'll look more closely, said Mama, you'll see that it says capful, not cupful. After a while, the bubbles were gone, and all that was left was a slippery pink goo. Be careful, dear, said Mama as she rinsed the Cubs with the shower attachment. The floor is quite slippery. But her warning came too late.
Aye!
Screamed Papa as he crashed to the floor. Mama helped him up. Then she rubbed the Cubs dry with a big nubby towel, and they got into their bathrobes. Next stop, said Mama, brushing your teeth. The ones above, the ones beneath. Not that old white toothpaste, protested Brother. Nobody uses white toothpaste anymore. Brother's right, said Sister. Lizzie Bruin has red, white, and blue toothpaste. And Cousin Fred has purple toothpaste, said Brother.
However, said Papa, for the time being, we have white toothpaste.
And with that, he squeezed the tube too hard, and a big white snake shot out. Finally, the Cubs were all fresh and clean and in their pajamas and ready for bed.
All right, said Papa. Into bed with you, and I don't want any ifs, ands, or buts.
But don't you want us to say our prayers? Asked Sister. And how about our bedtime story? Said Brother. Go ahead, say your prayers, said Mama.
By all means,
said Papa. Bless Mama, bless Papa, bless Honey Bear, bless Little Lady, bless Kitty, bless Grizzly Gramps, bless Grizzly Gran. Here's the bedtime story I want, said Sister. The 3 little kittens, said Brother. Not that namby-pamby story. Here's a real story. The 3 billy goats gruff. No way, cried Sister. That awful troll gives me nightmares. Please, said Mother. There's no need to fuss. It's very simple. I'll read the 3 little kittens to Sister, and Papa will read the 3 billy goats gruff to Brother. So Brother got comfortable on Papa's lap, and Sister got comfortable on Mama's lap. But it had been quite a battle, and as they began to read, Mama's and Papa's eyes started closing. Soon, they were fast asleep. Sister slipped down off Mama's lap. Brother slipped down off of Papa's lap. "Look," said Sister, "they fell asleep. What should we do?" "Let's let them sleep," said Brother. "They need their rest." Well, that ends our story. The Berenstain Bear family had a true struggle with kids or cubs that young. They have so much energy because I remember those days, and sleeping was a battle for the parents.
Oh, most definitely, little darling. The struggle is real for the parents because their energy level is nowhere near the kids.
No, not at all.
That you can see in at night. Kids seem to gather up this energy from out of nowhere.
It's from outer space. The energy is just, or they suck it from their parents.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
the parents, they're the ones that are going down on energy, and the kids are ready to play. They're ready to have fun, and it's night, and everybody's ready to go to bed except the kids.
But you know, in the story, Papa Bear, he really was getting annoyed. You could tell the energy level was just taking all of his patience as well because that toothpaste, he was ready to shoot it out in space the way he was done.
He was. And the thing about it was, he was ready to do any and everything to get the kids to go to bed. Because you notice he kept telling them, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, time for bed, time for bed, time for bed. And kids kept coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse to the point that he was willing to do any and everything. He even, was taking them up the steps on a little, on his back. And the thing about that was he was tired, but he was willing to do it. And he didn't do one, he did both of them up the steps. He get up the steps and it's bath time to the point that he is so tired that instead of when Mama Bear left him with the bubbles to do the bubbles for them,
Wrong thing.
he, for some reason, misunderstood the directions, and instead of doing a cap, he did a cupful, and he blew up the bathroom with a bunch of bubbles. Oh my goodness.
And that's what exhaustion do to you. You make mistakes that you wouldn't have in the prime of your energy. But unfortunately, they were basically driving blind with no energy. And the kids were kind of, going bananas with the not going to sleep, coming up with all the excuses until the very end. See, they are crazy as a fox, smart as a fox, because even though they did talk their parents into doing a reading, they fell asleep and they decided not to wake them. And the last thing you see in this story is both of the cubs in bed reading.
Right.
No one had to read anything to them. They were reading themselves. And I probably can guarantee you that's probably where the parents will find them in the morning. Sleep in the bed with the books.
Without someone having to read to them. See, things would change after I wake up and I see my kids in the bed sleep with their books. From now on, we'll be going, okay, here's your book, go to bed. And, the rule should be you go to bed. Now, if you go to sleep or not, I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, if you hit the bed, you won't be long in the land of wake. The bed will claim you and you will go to sleep. But I don't have to say go to sleep. All I got to do is tell you go to bed. And I think that is what I would have to do is change some rules.
You could do that, but I get the feeling that they would learn how to maneuver around the rules. And you would still be in the same position you were before the rules. So I'm just saying. Well, little darling, we've come upon that time that I have got to bid you all a fond farewell. And I will see all of you all in the next episode. Bye!
Well, there goes Miss Triangel. She is always somebody that has fun with everything she does. And this was a fun story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, until next time, my young readers, I am your little darling narrator, out.